Our next topic is going to be video game prices that are so low, it's scary. And you should go buy these like now. They could go
Now,
up, maybe they won't.
now. Go buy them now.
Go get them today. So we have a couple different ones on here. Wes and I both picked a few different options, but these are games that are good to great. Excellent titles that you guys should check out in some cases, and they are very inexpensive. The most expensive one is under $12. But Wes, you picked the first one, so please take it away.
I did. And this is a game that we're going to mention a couple times
It's getting a lot
throughout
of
the
love this
show.
episode.
It is. Yeah, that's Alien Isolation. Man, that game was so good. Look, I don't know why it didn't get as much love as it should have. I mean, some people trashed it. I thought the game was fantastic. It was, if you're a fan of the Alien movies, it had that eerie, atmospheric, tension going on. Oh my god, it was so good. And it's only you could pick it up for $10.
This is my one of my shame games. I mean, this game is something I need to play. I bought it when it was on sale. I got it on through Xbox, and I got like the special, like the complete edition. Like it has like all the DLC,
Mm-hmm.
everything. And I think when I bought it, it was like $5 or $6 for like everything. So I have everything for it. I just need a little bit of time to play it, but I'm looking forward to it. It sounds awesome. It looks awesome. It's a shooter, right?
It's a first person shooter, but it's a lot of investigating. It's a lot of puzzle solving, kind of Resident Evil style. Instead of zombies, you have an alien, and it's this was like one of the launch titles for the Xbox One, and that was like my day one purchase, and it was so good. It was worth every minute playing
It
it.
sounds fantastic, man. I really got to dig some time into to playing that. I gotta put that towards the top of the backlog, and start getting through some stuff that I missed. My biggest problem right now is I started playing Tears of the Kingdom, so all my free time is completely gone. That game is amazing, by the way. I don't know if you probably haven't played it, right? I'm assuming you don't play Nintendo
I
games so much.
I haven't touched it. I just picked up Mortal Kombat and Lies of P, so that's like the next on my list.
Did you pay for Lies of P or did you get it through Game Pass?
Nah, I pay for it. I got to buy the physical.
Yeah, I know. All right, I should. Well, I got to ask these questions now. Who the hell knows if there's a physical copy? I didn't know if there's a physical copy. I have no
Now
idea.
that there's a physical copy, so yeah, so no, I didn't play the Zelda yet because these are my next adventures.
Anyways, let's get into the next one because the next one is kind of the same lines. Little has a little creepiness to it. Fantastic story, interesting characters. And now this is this probably blows Alien Isolation out of the water. No offense to that game, but this is three games in one plus like all the DLC, and this is the
Mm.
Bioshock collection. Which Wes, it's $11.50.
Yep, to get all three.
Yeah, Alien Isolation was $10. By the way, I think we might have forgot to mention that. It
Mm.
was $10 for Alien
Yep.
Isolation, 11.50 for the three Bioshock games. Are you kidding me?
Bi- Bioshock One is one of my all-time favorite games, hands down, top five, easy. I pull it out every couple months and play it. Two, not so much. Infinite was really good, even though it disappointed me in some areas. But man, the Bioshock collection and it $12. Come on,
Yeah.
man. You
There's
got
no
it.
way you can't buy that.
If you've never played Bioshock, now's the time to pick it up because you will not be disappointed.
Yeah, this collection was released during the Xbox One PS4 era, so you can get it for either console or there. I'm sure it's probably on Steam and other platforms as well. The thing I'll say about two is I never played it, but there's a DLC expansion to two called Minerva's Den,
Hmm.
and that's supposed to be some of the best DLC ever created, like period. So you get that in there as well. So even if you weren't crazy about two, there may be a reason to go back and push through to get to the DLC on that one.
Yeah, and I'm almost positive the collection also includes the DLC for the third one for
Mhm.
Bioshock Infinite.
Yeah, I think it has the
Which
DLC for everything.
yeah, man, it's such a good value.
Yeah, Infinite I loved, man. Like I really, really loved Infinite a lot. That year was like I want to say it was 20 crap, was it 2013 that it came out? I feel like it was 2013 when that game came out. It was a while
Was it?
ago. It was a while ago.
It
But
was.
the reason I think that it was is because I think I played that back to back with The Last of Us, and I was just like, "Holy crap!" Like, there's just so much good stuff. It was like mind blowing. I distinctly remember that. I'm pretty sure the other game was The Last of Us, so that's why I think it was 2013. But correct me
Okay.
if I'm wrong.
Infinite was good. I enjoyed Infinite. I just I wish there were more like Big Daddy elements in it. The
Mm,
Patriots were, you know, teased to be like the new Big Daddies, and they
yeah,
really weren't. And
I'll give you that. I'll give you
that was
that.
the only disappointing thing. But story wise, fantastic.
The Patriots are still super cool though.
They were cool. They were cool. Not as menacing as a Big Daddy,
I
but
was just gonna
you know,
say they didn't scare the crap out of you the way Big Daddy did. That's for sure.
nah. But oh man, yeah, no, definitely, $12, worth every penny.
This next one's even lower, and the reason it's on here, it's not a horror game, but the price is so low that it's scary. And also, Wes and I happen to love this game for PS1, and that is Siphon Filter. And if you guys have PlayStation Plus Premium, I think you can play it for free through there if you're paying for that tier of service. If you're not, it's $9. You can pick it up. That's what the going rate is for like a complete in box one. So go to eBay, pick up yourself some Siphon Filter. Uh, oh, this is Siphon Filter 2. I'm sorry.
Hmm.
Siphon Filter 2 is $9. Correction. Still a great game. I love them both. Uh, I loved all three of them. But I think one and two was. I think three got a little weird, but I think one and two were pretty damn
Hmm.
solid, if I remember correctly.
Good old Gabe Logan.
Gabe Logan.
Yeah,
That
man.
was.
I mean, Siphon Filter One was great. It was great. And then Siphon Filter Two just built upon the greatness and made it
Hmm.
even better.
Yeah. Three I don't remember as well for some reason. Like I feel like it got off the tracks or something. Like it wasn't the same. But one and two were fantastic. And
Yes,
everybody out there was like, "Oh, Metal Gear, Metal Gear." I was like, "Nah, this is way better than Metal Gear." I still stick to that today. I don't care what anybody says.
it was a lot more actiony than Metal Gear.
That's why I liked it.
Very, it relied more on the action and less on the stealth. Whereas Metal Gear is the opposite. Metal Gear is like mostly stealth.
Yeah, that's definitely true. But definitely a game worth checking out if that sounds like something you would like. Game with another two in it, also harkening back to PS1. This is Driver 2. This is in a pre Grand Theft Auto 3 world, right? So this is like kind of the beginnings of getting out of your car, of shooting and doing some other stuff, but
Mhm.
lots and lots of fun for Driver 1 and 2.
Yeah, I agree. Driver One was fantastic. Driver Two, again, even better. Kind of like same thing with Siphon Filter. They just built upon the greatness. They added some aspects of it, and you can get out of the car.
I feel like this is a series that could come back strong today
Hmm.
because Grand Theft Auto, Grand Theft Auto 5 just had its 10th year anniversary and
Oh my
there's
goodness.
there's no date for 6 yet. So I don't understand why nobody's competing during the off years of Grand Theft Auto. There's no reason. Like I get Grand Theft Auto is the biggest thing on the planet. I'm not telling you to release your GTA like game the same year GTA comes out. But you let a couple years pass, there's no reason you couldn't. I'm just saying. Driver
I
could come
agree.
back, the Getaway could come back, all these things could come back and have a home.
Oh man, the Getaway was great. It was so good.
Mhm. Mhm.
The Getaway came out of nowhere, and it was like, huh, okay, yeah, that was good. Story wise was good. Play mechanics was good. Second one, but the first, yeah, yeah, you brought up a good one. The Getaway
I'm
was
just
great.
saying that they could bring those back and they would have a place. That's what I personally
Oh,
feel they would have
definitely,
a place.
definitely, definitely. But Driver Two for $10, it's definitely worth picking up.
Oh yeah. Now, something a little more in depth, but staying again on the PlayStation side, they have a lot of good stuff that you guys can get for cheap. During the PS3, there was a game I haven't really played anything like this at that point. Obviously, I played a lot of stuff like this now. Uh, Very cinematic, very story based. Your decisions matter and affect the outcome of the story. The things you do can change what happens in the story. And this is Heavy Rain, which is one of my favorite PS3 games.
Yep, I agree.
Now we're talking cheap games. This game is going for $7. Wes, when I go to Starbucks, it costs almost $7 for my drink. You guys can go
And
pick this up for $7.
Heavy Rain was so good, man. I've been saying this just about every game we talk about, but Heavy Rain was really good. It
It
was
was.
it was story driven, and they came out with a series of like those choice, like pick your adventure type games
Mm-hmm.
with Heavy Rain, Beyond Two Souls. Um,
Detroit.
oh my God, Detroit was fantastic.
I mean, Detroit was the best game that studio has ever made. Detroit was superb.
It was, but Heavy Rain was no slouch either.
No, and it kind of kicked that whole thing off of that studio. They made a lot of games like that later on, but this
Mm-hmm.
was the beginning, and this was definitely worth a play for sure. It was like a mystery sort of that you were trying to solve. Essentially, it's the best way I could describe it without getting into too much detail.
Exactly. There was some action sequences, not a whole lot. Some puzzles here or there. You were a detective, so you had to try to figure stuff out. Played as
Yep,
multiple characters, but the story just kept you involved, man. And I get so many of these in the store. Heavy Rain, and they're cheap. They're dirt cheap, $7. And the game, if you've never played any of those, please pick up Heavy Rain.
certainly worth $7.